Hello, guys. We're here today to share our dreams. I'm gonna go with mine first. So I believe it was like a month ago. I'm sorry if I don't have the dates or anything. But the first dream was about me being in the middle of the ocean, and I was on a log, holding onto a log, and as I was holding onto the log, I had seen a person like on it looked like they were on like one of those tubes that's circled, so they were on it, and there was a string to it attached to a boat, so the boat's going this way with the person behind. So I'm seeing it, and it felt like I was like lost in the ocean for a second, and I'm looking for my husband, and then out of nowhere he appeared on the log as well. Then we're looking, and it looked like there was other people, and then I had noticed that the boat that was going this way, it was coming back this way, but faster than ever. And then other people were going this way as well, as me and my husband still on the log, just waiting. And then I had looked that way, and I noticed that there was a big, like, tsunami wave coming in. And I had looked to my husband, and I'm like, oh man, I guess this is it. We might just die or something. And then I started to pray and ask for forgiveness. And, after that happened, I had prayed, and we went under the water, and then we floated on top of the wave. So we was on the wave. It was like we didn't die, we didn't get hurt or anything. So that was the first dream. Then the second dream was about it looked like a radar. It was like I was a person in charge of a radar. It was just a thing of a radar. And it was like I was looking for a ship or something in the water. So you could see the radar going doop, doop, doop. It was like,
What those faces are? Those
like it
faces.
was green and black, the radar that's trying to like scan something in the water. So I'm looking at it. It was just like a scream of it. And then I noticed that there was something underneath the water. I don't know if it was like a submarine or a boat or whatever. It had showed a signal, and then once it like popped up in the radar, like the alarm to it, it was like I guess I was this person, and then I guess I pressed the button, and when I pressed the button, it was like missiles going into the water, missiles or whatever it was, missiles, nuke, whatever it was. I'm not sure, but it had went into the ocean, and it started to explode, and that like caused a whole big tsunami. Now, today I had a dream about so I was in New York, and New York automatically had a storm, like a winter storm. So it was snowing like crazy. Then it went from that scene to a different scene where I was outside my house, like where I live. So I went outside with my son, just me and him. We went to this like part of where we live. If you go up more, there's a bench. So we were sitting on the bench next to a tree, enjoying the weather. It was very nice and sunny and beautiful. Then it changed. The winter changed out of nowhere, like instantly. So it went from being sunny out to foggy. Then it went from foggy to getting super cold. Then after it got super cold, it started raining. Like first it was like drizzling a little bit, and then me and him was like, oh, let's just go back down the hill. And then we was like, you know what, let's just go back, sitting down. So we went back to the bench, and we noticed there was a lot of people just like underneath the tree trying not to get wet. So I'm like, okay, maybe we should just stay here with them real quick, maybe not get wet because it started pouring. So we was like waiting until it stopped. And so as that was happening, it started to snow. It went from snowing, then snowing a lot, then it went automatically to like a big mudslide. It kind of reminded me like a big tsunami of mudslide coming in. And so I'm like telling my son, I'm like, okay, let's just go run back home. So we had ran home. We went in the house, and the rest of my family was inside the house, my husband and my two daughters. So we had went inside, and I noticed that I looked out the window, and I noticed there was a whole bunch of people like panicking because there was so much things going on. My neighbor, I had asked my neighbor, oh, you're gonna, like, are you going inside? And she was like, no, I'm leaving. What are you staying here? Because we're leaving. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm staying here. And I had noticed that they were packing their belongings, and then other people's from the projects, because we live in the projects, they were like rushing to leave while there was other people panicking outside. So I seen there was a big line like trying to leave, and then but then there was like nowhere for them to escape. So as that was happening, I was inside the house. Then it was like my husband stepped out real quick, and he started to anoint the house from outside. Then once he did that, he came back in and he anointed the door before he came in. So as he closed the door, I started to anoint the inside of the house, the windows. And when I had looked outside, I started to notice a lot of black entities. It reminded me of like the black figures of, I don't know if it was in Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or something. But there was a whole bunch like flying by in the sky, and then there was this main one, like it looked like it could have been the leader, and it was all black. So the ones in the skies was like entering people. And then once they were entering people, it was like the people outside was like acting like it was normal while these things were happening. They were like walking back and forth, doing normal things like what is happening today. So I'm like, why are they acting all normal? There's one person going in circles, there's one just standing still, and this one is just acting like nothing's happening around them. And then I noticed the other figure was like searching each houses, and it stopped at right at my door. Mind you, all my windows are open still. So it stopped right at my door, and it looked at my door that I had a mark on it, like it was anointed, like the cross, and it had lit up too as well. So I was looking at it, and it started to screech, like it wasn't allowed to come in, like it kind of like scared them. So as that was happening, then I guess like my one of my daughters, I believe my middle child, she seen the figure, and she kind of like got into fear, like she screamed, and the figure turned around. It's like it couldn't see us, but it felt the fear, and it heard her screaming. So I had told her, you need to be quiet, like be quiet, and have no fear. And so she calmed down, and then so the figure just turned back around and had went to go search other houses. And I still continue to see other figures entering other people. And then it was like, I don't know if it was the Lord. Someone was telling me to close the windows, so I had closed the windows, every single window. And then it was like my door had opened, and it was like this lady that was trying to enter into the house, and but she was trying to offer me, like, I know this is weird, she was trying to offer me like cream cheese, it was like packages of cream cheese, like different flavors. And I felt so bad for her, and especially the child that was with her. And it was like she was trying to offer me something for me to allow her in the house, and I had so much like sorrow for her and the child. But I had told her, I can't do that. I'm sorry, I can't let you in, because I had noticed there was a black figure behind her. So it was like if I would have allowed her in here, then that black figure would have came in. So I told her, I'm sorry, I can't let you in. So I had closed the door. And once I had closed the door and all the windows were shut, then I noticed there was a big wave coming in, like a tsunami, and it just like swiped everything out. And then that was the end of my story from today. And now we're gonna mention Trinity's story. You're gonna tell them your dragon story? It's like second thing.
It's like it was a dragon. It's all red, and then it's like chasing us. And then for a few days, it like stopped chasing us for a few, and then it started chasing us again. And then that's when I woke up.
Yeah. So she had a dream about a dragon that it was attacking us, and then it had stopped attacking us, and then it started attacking again. So, yeah, these are our dreams, and if anybody knows how to explain it well, I'm sure somebody has a great gift of explaining what it means.
Mom's drinking sweet milk.
That would be nice. Yeah, your sister already shared. So we just want to say we love you and endure to the end, because we're almost out of here, and just keep fighting the good faith and keep keeping our eyes upon the Lord, because his arrival is coming very soon, and we need to be bold. We need to stand fast and keep trying to share the gospel as we can. And we thank you and we love you. And we hope you have a blessed day. And yeah. Bye, guys.
Mike,
Wait,
before
what?
you, it's like I see that little white thing right there. See?
Yeah.
It's like kind of like a reflection. It's like all white, and outside it's like
Yeah.
okay. Bye.